everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please do consider subscribing, and if you're returning, welcome back. Please at the end of the video do drop me a comment down below. The YouTube algorithm's not been nice to me at the minute. I don't even think it's sending notifications out to people who have hit the bell at the minute. It's very, very strange. So if you could do me that big favour, I'd be forever grateful. But we're going to get straight into January's finished pages video. So I'm going to move this pile to the side. I'm quite impressed with myself this month because, as you know, last month I didn't get anything done, which was embarrassing, but it was a very busy month, December and Christmas and all the rest of it, kids off school. So the first page I'm going to show you is a page I started in December, but I only actually finished it in the first week of January. So you might have thought you've seen this last month. You probably did, but I only finished it the first week. So this is Goldcon by Hannah Carlson, and it was the double page of mice on a Christmas tree with all the decorations. So I did do a bit of a colour along with this one. I think I did about 3 videos on this one, so showing how I did the tree, showing how I did the decorations, and one of the videos was showing how I did one of the mice. The little Christmas hat, I put that on myself with acrylic paint. It's not the best, but it's cute. It's cute enough with its little fluff. For the whole of this page, apart from the background, I use the Tombow Erogeton pencils. Now I do like to use those pencils occasionally. I particularly like them for hair and fur because they do keep a very sharp point, so they're brilliant for that. But I really just colour, you know, regular sort of pages with them, so I thought, why not? I'll do this page, and I really like how it turned out. I really like it. So the background was a pan pastel, and on the decorations I did use some glitter gel pens as well that you'll see on some of the details, just picking out little things. On the actual stars and the little spots, it's hard to see, but that was Wink of Stella. Now I've not used them in ages because I'm not a fan, basically. If you don't know what Wink of Stella is, I will show you one really quickly. They're by Kurtaki, is that how you say that? Or Zig? Or are they Zig? Who are they by? Oh, I'm not entirely sure now. Oh yeah, they are Kurtaki. Just says Kurtaki there. And they look like this, called Wink of Stella brush. And I'll just show you the tip on them. Nope, that's the wrong side. What have I done? Do you pull it? Oh, you don't twist, you pull. Yeah, you pull. So ignore me. So it's like a very glittery liquid, and you can get them in all different colours. This one's a pink one. And what you do is you squeeze whilst you're using them, or just before you use it, you squeeze it so it comes out into here, and then it comes out onto your page. But I find them very, very temperamental. I mean, you can see all the mess, and yeah, very temperamental. You'd have to be very careful on your pages. I had a piece of paper at the side of me and I was constantly dabbing off because at one point a big blob came out, and I was like, if that was on my colouring page, I think I'd have cried. So yeah, I'm not a fan of them. I still won't be using them. I've only got six different colours in those, but yeah, not a fan. I'll stick to my glitter gel pens. But I like how this one turned out. I think it's cute. I think it's really cute. I did like a little snowflake sort of effect on the Christmas tree leaves as well. With white gel pen. Yes, that's that one. That's that one. We've got December's gone now. Christmas is gone. So this one is by Hannah Lynn. Really adore this new colouring book by Hannah Lynn. I do believe the actual physical copy of the book is available now. It will probably be on Amazon. I think all the other books are on Amazon, aren't they? But I chose to purchase this PDF book, and then I can print it on my own paper because I like doing a bit more with the backgrounds, and you're not as restricted as you are with the Amazon printed paper. So this one was Distress Ink in the background, and then I did the effect with the water where you sprinkle the water on and lift it back up, but for whatever reason it wasn't really working on this page. I mean, you can see it's sort of, no, you can't even see it, but but it's sort of over here, it just sort of turned blue. It turned blue in some areas and it didn't lift it off. Now normally when you do that and lift the water off, you get white spots left on the page. But it didn't, like say, it didn't work out, so I thought I'm gonna cover it up with what I do best, splat anything over the top of it. So this was a black acrylic paint, and I really did just splat it on. I think it looks quite artistic, quite fun. Really complements the black hair colour as well. There was a little bit of blue into the black hair. I think I did a little bit of this on a colouring chart on the channel. But I really like how the light was on around there. Now if I was more brave, I could have put a little bit on the beak, maybe a little bit on the face there, but I wasn't being particularly brave. I like how this side came out smoother than this side, because this side was over the background that's textured. It sort of has a more of a textured look to it. I prefer this one. I wrote my own little things on the books as well, so we had to write one as Harry Potter. Then I did some little love arts and I wrote love on one of them. This is also the Renaissance watercolour paint, all the little gold sections. I tried my best with the glasses and put little white gel pen on there for a little reflection. But I really like the colours of the books. Now, normally that wouldn't be sort of a colour palette that I'd choose, but I really like it. It was like terracotta, some oranges, might have been Indian red on these ones, and an earth green, and they really look quite nice together. Obviously the wings have got a lot of white gel pen on them. I really like her skin as well. It's not perfect up here because we got a bit of the black that I'd used on the hair. No, it wasn't, it was the background. I'd splattered some of the black paint onto her face, I think. Even there, that looks like a beauty spot that I've put in myself, but it weren't it with the black paint. So the skin wasn't the smoothest, but I loved the colour of it. I love the colour of the skin. Yeah, so enough talking about that one. That's from Hannah Lynn's new book. I'm terrible and I've forgotten the name of it, so I will link it down below. It's something like Fierce and something Fantasy Faces. That's how bad I am. So that's that one. Next up is Colour Edge Wild 5. And the one I did this month in here was this little Eskimo. How cute. How cute. So this was very easy, quick and easy to do. You'd look at all that fur and think, oh, it must have taken forever, but it actually didn't take that long. The background was pan pastel again, and then I just used my stencil. Let me see if I can find it. You've probably all seen them before, but I just used this stencil and I picked out random sized circles and I placed it on, and then I got my Derwent eraser to do it, but it's sometimes better to use the kneadable eraser. I don't know why I didn't use this, because you can literally just go like that and it'll lift it up. So that's what I did on the background, and then I sprayed it with a fixative so that it won't move. It won't move or anything. The skin on this one I really love. So I've never done a grey undertone on skin before, and on this one I thought, go on, I'll try it. And I put a little bit of grey in. Also a little bit of, oh, what colour is it in the Polychromos set? It's like a lilac. I think it's a lilac, but I don't think it's called lilac. Not quite sure. And then pink on his cheeks and on his nose, so he looks cold. So it looks like he's got a cold little red nose. And quite a neutral lip. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. The only thing with the fur that I wish I could have done better was it was grayscaled, this illustration, and a lot of the hair strokes I thought, oh brilliant, it's telling me which directions to go in, because that's my biggest problem with fur, is knowing what direction to carry the lines in. And all around here was very mapped out, so I knew exactly which direction to go in. And then just above his head here, it was just all left blank. There wasn't much grayscale to show you where to put the hair strokes, sort of thing. So I got stuck on the directions there, and if me telling you now, you can probably see and tell. But if I didn't tell you about it and held it far away, you probably wouldn't know. but you do now. But yeah, that's the only thing I struggled with. But I love these pages. They're nice and quick and easy to do, and nice small square size, which is nice if you're on the couch and you're watching TV at the same time. It's quite a sturdy book to just have on your knee as well. So that was Colory Edge World of 5. Next up was a page from Clara Markov's new book, Little Secrets from My Fairy House. I absolutely adore these books and I really should colour in them more, but the only reason that puts me off is that it takes so long and I'm very impatient, so I like to have a colouring page done in a couple of hours or 4 hours tops. And if something's going to take me all day or over a couple of days or a week, I'm like, oh, I sort of stray away a bit. So that's why I stray away from these pages. But Colour Me Stress Free bought this book as well, and we decided to do a body colour in it. So we did we did do the front page because my thought was there wouldn't be as much going on the front page to all the other pages. And let me tell you, it took me just as long. But I loved doing this. I've actually not put the pictures on Instagram yet side by side, so Debbie, I know you said you were going to take a better picture in better light, so if you send me a picture I will pop them on Instagram. But how cute is this? I used my Polychromos pencils again. I did do a tutorial for the pair, so if you're interested in the colour combo for that, or seeing how I did it and how I got this brown texture in and all that good stuff, the tutorial's up on YouTube. It is a very short one, it's only about 20 minutes, so it's a nice bite-sized tutorial. And I've said that I'm going to try and do more of them on fruits in this book, so whatever fruits I can find in this book I will try and do a tutorial on at some point. I'm not saying it'll be straight away, but staggered about at some point. Lots of pencil work on this one, and then a little tiny bit of the Renaissance metallic watercolour around the dragonflies aren't they, and then just here on the bottom of the doorstep. How gorgeous are them colours, absolutely beautiful. Oh, a bit on the lollipop. I did a lot of white gel pen detailing on this page, so all the little dot work you can see, I did like little circles of dots going round, which was quite nice. Lots of dotting on the houses. Oh, that's close enough up that you can see without going blurry, but yeah, lots of dot work, which I quite like, and I really like how it turned out. So thanks so much for the body colour, Debbie. And if you've not already gone onto Instagram and following us both, if you head over there, we'll put them on side by side so you can see them. But that's that one, and I'm thinking I'm going to do this next. It's a really bite-sized one, and I've already got my colour combos for the purse, so I can just repeat what I did on that page on here, and then I've just got a little fairy girl to colour. Might be nice. So the next one is from the Inkhouse by Rory Dobner. So I've also done a bit of a colour along with this page as well, so it is up on the channel if you want to take a look at that. It's not that one, it is this one. So it is this octopus. So these are nice little pages to do as well in this book. They're only small, so they don't take long. So this was my Polychromos pencils again. A little bit of glitter gel pen detailing for the chain. You can see it shining a little bit there. I did a stormy sky for the first time on this page. It could be better, but it's not bad for a first attempt. Freehand, just trying to draw in a storm basically, because I thought it would be fitting for this page, so it looks quite nice. Again, white gel pen detailing on a lot of the octopus. I've got an obsession with doing these dots lately. I don't know what it is, but you might find every page I do lately has got dots, white dots on it. But yeah, that was quite a quick one to do. And a little crab down here. So it was in 3 parts on the channel, but that's because I'm quite a slow colorist when I'm talking as well. When I'm talking, I'm slower. So I think part 1 was the sink and the tiles, part 2 was the octopus, and part 3 was the crab, the boat and the stormy sky. So if you want to just see how I did the Stormy Sky, look for part 3. It's up on the channel. That's that one in the Inkhouse. Really nice book, that one. I don't think it's available on Amazon anymore, that book, apart from if you buy it used, but it is on the book depository, that one. So this one is a new to me book. This is Kirby Roseanne's Mythomorphia, but I've never purchased this one before because I didn't really find it was my cup of tea, but I did purchase it to take part in an event hosted by Happiness Colours Kirby, and it was Kirby Metals 2023, and I did this page. So very out of my comfort zone, not something I would normally colour, but this is a Cyclops and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So the background, the initial base of the background was all pencil, the earth green Faber-Castell Polychromos. Then this shiny stuff was the Renaissance metallic watercolours from the afternoon tea party set. My words got mixed up then, didn't they? The metal work, I went for a rusty metal, so if you want to see the combo for that, it is on the channel also. I did a video on this. More white gel pen details for little highlights. The skin, I put some sort of greys and pinky purple tones into it, and I really like it. I really quite like it. Not a page I would usually colour at all. If you watch my channel, you'll know I don't normally colour this stuff, but I really like it. I really like it. So I don't know, is there anything else I'd like to colour in this book? It is quite a busy one. I think that's why I'm scared of these as well. I mean, there's no way I would ever tackle that page for starters. And they seem to be all quite busy. This one doesn't look too bad. But again, it's metal work. I'd have to find some metal combos. But yeah, so that's him. That's Cyclops. I like the background on it though, that one, the watercolour. So that's Mythomorphia. Next up was a page from Ken Matsuda's colouring book. Now I don't actually know the title of this book, but it does just say in English there, Ken Matsuda colouring book. So that's what I call it. That's what I call it. The page I did in here was this one. Now I've done this all in watercolour. I'm going to try and do at least one of these once a month where I just do it all in watercolour, and it is probably going to be in this book because it's a perfect book for it, because his artwork is all watercolour. But I did this on the channel as well. I did a sort of premiere of me putting the initial colours down, and then I did finish it on a video on the channel as well. So I used the Prima watercolour sets for this one and the Arteza watercolour palette. And then the background metallic paint was the Liquid Chrome by Renaissance. I've just noticed there's a watercolour mark there. I will get that off later. If I just get a wet clean brush, I should be able to lift it off. It's just some green paint that's ran. But yeah, I love it. I love all that sparkle. Look at that shining. I love it. And there's a bit of gold on the roses as well. I love the colours of it. I do, I love that one. So initially I did go for the same colours, but then I added more and more colours into it. So if you see this reference picture of Ken Matsuda's, he's left quite a lot of white in there as well, but me being me and liking bold and colours, I just went overboard. But that was the sort of colours I went for at first. And then it turned into more colourful fishy. So yeah, that's that one. And we called him Frankie. Sorry, we called him Frankie. Someone did comment on the premiere that went up. Someone did comment Frankie, and I thought, oh well, we'll go with that one, why they've sat through my whole premiere. And pop that on. So yeah, that's that one, Ken Matsuda. Last but not least is a page from Fragile World. So I've abandoned this book. I felt so bad. I've abandoned it. At one point I was like all set to complete this book. I still want to complete it, but then it got abandoned for a bit. So I brought this book back out and I thought I'm going to go straight in with double page spread. And it is this one. And I don't think I'm going to have to try and get us up a bit more so we can get the whole page on. So these are called, I had to look in the back of the book at what they were called. Let me find it again, because I've never heard of them. Like, normally I have heard of animals. I might not know what they are, but if I then look, I normally think, oh yeah, and I've heard of it. But I hadn't heard of this. Here, Chinese pangolins. So I had to Google a reference because I had no idea what they look like. So I Googled a reference. I kind of put my own little colour on the ends of the tails. You know, this sort of, I think it was the Indian red I used on the ends of the tails. And then it was like I think I used the sepia and a cold grey and mixed that in. And then obviously there's sort of pinks around in the nose area. All the background, all the leaves, trees and everything like that was all watercolour. The little snail was watercolour. So it was just these what were pencil, Faber-Castell Polychromos, and then everything else watercolour apart from the black. The black is the Deco Art Americana black acrylic paint, which took me a long time. I wasn't expecting it to take me so long, but it did take me about an hour just to do that blacking out with a paint to go around all these little leaves, especially these ones. So I'm going to bring you up so you can, let's take the tag off so we can have a little look. There is some Renaissance metallic paint on the leaves as well, again, because why not, can't resist. But look at the colours on this guy. He's got a little pink nose. He's got a little blue eye as well. I did him a little blue eye. He's cute, isn't he? I've never seen them before. Never seen them. I was like, oh, quite cute actually. And that's the other little guy. When I first coloured this, I forgot about this bit of tail down here. I totally didn't see it. So I'd finished this top bit and I was on to all the watercolour, doing all the watercolour. I came down here to watercolour these leaves and I thought, what's that? Oh, it's his tail, and then I had to get those colours back out. Yeah, I love that page. So I've done quite a lot in here now, but there's still quite a lot that I need to do. So if I give you a quick flipple. I've done quite a lot, but there's still a lot. So next month I'm gonna do another page from here and we'll try and get more done. But these pages scare me because they'll take forever, won't they? But yeah, that's it, and that's it for January's finished pages video. So thank you so much for watching. Please do hit the thumbs up on the way out. Comment below which was your favourite page, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.